Hey, so just getting out of the station now. I'm outside once again. And so I was talking to my friend the other day. We had a call. And he's actually a friend I made in China, and he is back in the States. And he watches my videos. And so we were talking about, how I could try to improve my videos, what I could try to do. And he was like, "You mentioned in your videos that you have a HSK level 5, but you never even speak Chinese in public, and you never talk Chinese to people in your videos." Which is a good point, I would I would say. But I guess I was waiting to do that, but if you guys want to hear me speaking Chinese to people, talking, making conversations with locals, and I don't know, if you think that's interesting, then I'll definitely put it in my videos. Show you my Chinese level, my Chinese skills. But yeah, I probably should be speaking Chinese more, and there's something about that, which is, to be honest with you, I do not enjoy speaking Chinese in the first place, which is, I'm just gonna stand right here in front of this river, which is because, it's not something that comes natural to me, first of all, as a second language, and I don't particularly like speaking Chinese because it's so not, specific, and I don't know, it's hard to explain if you don't really know how to speak Chinese, but something I want to talk about more. I'm gonna write some books about it. I'm gonna write a book about it, and you can purchase that a bit later when it's written. But Chinese is just, it's a way of communication. It's a language, right? But it's very vague and can be very non-specific, and it can be not my preferred communication style. Let's just put it that way. Even though I've spent a lot of time learning it, practicing it, using it for conversations, and I only break out the Chinese if I really have to, but that's just me. Anyway, that's my whole rant on why I don't speak Chinese in public. I hope you can understand. But in future videos, I will be showing you that I can actually speak Chinese to some fluency. So yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest. Anyway, the other thing that I wanted to talk about was that I'm literally hurting right now. I'm literally hurting so much right now because I'll tell you what happened 2 days ago, or yesterday. I was riding my electric bike, and it had just rained that morning, and I was riding as I usually do, maybe a little bit fast, but I guess it was like the normal speed at which I usually ride. And I was in the bike lane, of course, and then out of nowhere, a car, pulled its nose into the bike lane, trying to make a turn, and I tried to brake, and at that time I could brake, it seemed like a very normal brake for me. But because of the rain, because the street was wet, I skidded. I literally skidded on my electric bike, and I fell on my right side, on my right shoulder. And so literally all yesterday morning after that happened, today, I'm in some very bad pain in my right shoulder right now. And so I'm holding this camera with my right shoulder right now. But that's because of the continuity. I want to keep these videos coming out but literally I'm in so much pain. Like honestly, it feels like I might have broken some bone in my shoulder or fracture or something. And like I was like, I'm wearing this backpack right now. I'm holding this camera, but I'm in a lot of pain. But that's just something that I wanted to share with you that happened to me. To be honest, this is like the second or third time I've ever been in a bike accident in China since I started driving my bike, which has been like 3-4 years now, almost 3 years now. So the problem was it rained and it was too slippery. The roads were too slippery, and I guess it was my fault. The lady, she came out of the car after I was giving her the death stare, after I just fucking fell off, crashed into the ground on my shoulder, and she was just like, "You were going too fast, you were going too fast." And then like I tried to like stretch out my shoulder. She's just like, "All right, stretch out your shoulder, stretch your shoulder out." And I knew, like I already knew when I got back on my bike, I was like, "Oh, my shoulder is messed up." So I will let you know. I'll update you on how that's going. I'm hoping that it can heal up in a week and really not affect my life, because I really hate when things affect my life and I can't do the things I want to do, and I can't do the things the way I want to do them. And that's probably the worst thing for me, is not being able to do what I want to do. But we'll see what happens with that.
The weather's so much nicer today, actually.
It's the first day it hasn't rained in Chengdu.
Well, it says it's going to rain later, so...
Shit, you know that means...
Did you bring an umbrella?
I got one.
You're good, you're good.
Dude, it rains every day in Chengdu.
Yeah, what's that been about?
Okay.
Shoots.
So what do you think about the photo shoots?
I just think it's fucking pretentious bullshit. Something to put on their, I don't know, their WeChat moments or Instagram or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
That is the experience. If you want to know what's the national sport of China, it's picture taking. That is the national sport of China.
Really?
It's not ping pong, it's not volleyball, it's not anything else. There's only one thing everyone is training for, and that is taking semi-professional pictures.
It is kind of admirable, though, I think, in a way.
And then photoshopping the shit out of them.
So it looks nothing like the original person.
Yeah, that is like something I gotta talk about more in my videos.
That is just so weird. That is so weird.
It's so like every Chinese girl you see on the internet, that is not how they look like at all. Like you might think, oh, she looks so pretty, so beautiful, like it's filters, and that just it isn't what they look like.
Well, I mean, it's not always the case, to be fair. It's not always the case. I think, generally speaking, out of all the places in China, I would say Sichuan probably has the most beautiful people.
Yeah, you don't have to get that confused. Like, Sichuan definitely has the best looking Chinese girls in the whole country. That's definitely a fact. But
I would also say there's I would say that the people here probably have a greater sense of style, I think.
Yeah,
Particularly if you go out at night and you see some of the people.
yeah, that's the other thing. Like Chengdu, people know how to dress. Generally, I think it's like got the same dress standards as like Shanghai, except it's in West China. But Chengdu people know how to dress well, as you can see, Exhibit A.
I get in the way there, sorry.
It's not that I don't dress that well. I just don't dress that well every day. You know what I mean? So now we're walking by the clubbing street in Chengdu, Langhuaifang, which is the same name as the Langhuaifang in Hong Kong. But as you could tell, it's a little bit too early today, and I'm not really in the mood for clubbing. So, but I will take you guys out here sometime when the night is right and the mood is right. Yeah. Here's the famous Chengdu Bridge right here. But it's clearly not dark enough for the lights to be on. Got some kind of event happening on the bridge.
You know, I don't think I've ever been on this bridge before.
Well, it's the most famous bridge in Chengdu. It's in all the pictures.
Yeah. Better at night though.
Yeah, we came a little bit early. Got their fruit tea. Ran into a friend right here. Thank you. It's our good friend Sun Wukong.
Oh, he wants money.
Dude, Anil gave the monkey god some money. Such a good man. Such a nice gentleman. Here we are at the famous Zhouyan Chao Street in Chengdu. The most famous bar street, even though it's like the least famous bar street now. It's
Like
just...
this is a great place to get scammed or pickpocketed or robbed.
No, really, but it's just got a whole bunch of like live house bars, which pretty much means that they got some musicians, maybe some guy playing the guitar and singing, some band or something, and maybe like even some karaoke. Yeah, it's not. I guess it was more popular before, but now it's. I don't know. I don't know if people still come here. I've never come here
Oh,
on
people.
a night.